Paul Doswell, 2-1 defeat to Hemel Hempstead. Feels like a really, really tough one to take today.
It feels like 5 other home games on a Saturday this season. You know, we dominate the game. We dominate the second half in particular. You've got a side sat in to secure their away point, which is one of the things that we heard him say before the game. You know, if we can get a point, we'd be happy. You go 1-0 up in the 80th minute, and that's the game won. So pleased to get that goal eventually, and then to go and throw it away with poor first goal on our part. Great finish from their lad, but don't let him with his left foot. And when we know he's left-footed, give him a free shot from the edge of the box. And as I said, Ross Warner, who's has been superb for me for years and years. You can count mistakes on his fingers over the whole years as well. Has come out, missed his punch, and then he's not been alive to the guy at the far post. So poor goal. But if you're going to win leagues, you don't win leagues by giving away 2 goals in the last 7 minutes at home.
It feels like a massive, massive defeat as well when you consider how good a start Hemel have had.
Massive defeat is not in the context of being March. If that's March, it's a massive defeat. It's not a massive defeat in October. I keep saying this time and time again. If we won today, it wouldn't have won us the league, and if we'd lost today, it doesn't do a lot really. In the context of can you win the league, it's a disappointment. You know, that's a very, very disappointed dressing room. It's becoming deja vu at home. I don't think we've won at home on a Saturday. Our two victories have been on a Wednesday night in the league I'm talking about, and it's something which we were desperate to put right today. And it's very difficult, to criticise the players for the level of performances that we've had at home, but it is now very, very possible to criticise the players for the results. Because we're a results-driven business, and that's what the players are here to do, is get results. And it's happened probably, that today was probably one too many times for me.
Has it been almost about fine margins in these home fixtures, that the results haven't been as you've expected it to be? Yeah, but fine margins. You know, Jonah Younger goes through, clean through. If he takes it round the keeper, he'd have scored. He tries on a very difficult surface to chip the keeper. That's a poor decision, because he goes past the keeper, it's a goal. We've scored a perfectly good goal, something we worked on in training all week. Second movement on the corner, Magri gets up above Midson. The referee sees that as a foul, as he did, I think, 60 odd fouls the referee saw from us today. Incredible. That would have been 1-0. Kedwell's penalty would have been 2-0. So yeah, it is fine margins. But what you can't do, and forget the referee for a moment, is be 1-0 up in the 81st minute and then be 2-1 down by the 93rd. It's not something that will win your leagues. Someone like it's almost uncoachable as well at times when you go 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go and then go on the other side to lose the game.
Yeah, it's we put Alfie on, brave move to go 3 up front. Went to a 3 in midfield. That was done to try and secure the win. I thought we'd achieve that with the penalty, and then we then got Jonah and Alfie back into the to the 4 in the midfield with Bailey sitting. We should have had enough numbers and a good enough shape about us to see that out. I think that the goal, if you see it, we're not marking the first lad, the flicked header. We're too passive on the second phase of that, where we haven't really stopped the guy being able to turn us. He's taken a touch, another touch. Someone's got to block that for me. But it's a good finish, right into the corner. And then you can't legislate for the second goal. Just a bog standard cross come in. Ross has missed it, and that's been in it long enough to know you have your sickening moments in football, and that was a sickener for us.
A week now in between now and the next game, which is in the FA Cup instead of the league. Is it a week of self-reflection, or is it a week to try and get this out of our head?
No self-reflection. As I said, if we were playing poorly, I'd be more worried. But we're not. We're playing and have played. We battered Welling. We battered Chelmsford here. We battered Eastbourne Borough here. The list goes on. But eventually, you don't talk about what you do. And we haven't, about how we feel we've dominated teams. At the end of the day, there's a reason why we've drawn against these teams and lost today. And everyone's going to talk about the referee. Everyone's going to suggest this and suggest that. But ultimately, we were 1-0 up with only. With the extra time, probably 12 minutes to go, and you've got to be good enough to see those last 12 minutes out, and that's what hurts today, is we could have got out of here with a 1-0 win, deserved. No one would have talked about the referee or Magri's disallowed goal or the amount of fouls that he gave to the opposition, but that's what people will talk about.
Paul, thank you very much, appreciate your time.
Cheers, Henry.